Well, I think you want to walk the fine line of giving them a plan, but not paralyzing them with too much information. So they have a basic plan. I think the message to the players today was that they're here for a reason. We want them to play towards their strengths. Things happen quickly on the ice, and if errors are made, it's okay. We can correct them on the bench in between periods or the next day. And the big thing is that we want to play a fast game. We want to play hard, and we can correct any, like I said, any small errors in those situations that night or the next day. So we want them coming with clear heads and making sure that they're playing towards their strengths.
I think one area of emphasis that you said previously in the week was that you wanted the players working north, I believe. What does that look like in practice?
Yeah, so given the fact that we only had 2 days to get a team prepared, we picked a couple themes. And so the first day we wanted to go north, and north meant attacking the other team's net, either with possession while crossing the offensive blue line or giving up possession and trying to get it back. And we just thought that was a creative way to try and get the most out of that day of practice. And then yesterday's practice was working our way back to our own end. And so that we called that going south. So one day was north, the next day was south. And we just wanted to paint a picture as simply as we could. And I think the players, it resonated with the players, but it also, it was something where the coaching staff, when we talked about it afterwards, we were very impressed with the amount of effort that these kids put in. Those were 2 difficult practices, and to see that type of effort, it's exactly what we wanted to see. Now we want to see them show well in their first chance in training camp this year, which is to play against another team in the Calgary Rookies. And we expect a good effort tonight and a good game for everybody.
Jay, what do you make of how you've constructed this roster to sort of get the best out of everybody in the lineup, just different deep pairings and line combinations?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a unilateral decision. Especially in these type of situations, I think you try and gather as much information from the resources within our hockey department. So lots of conversations, number one, with Keith Gretzky, who I deal with a lot, obviously with Tyler Wright as well. He has a good understanding of the strengths of a lot of these players. And you talk about it with your staff. I think I wouldn't read too much into lines or de-pairing or power plays or penalty kill units today. It's the third day of the start of the season. So I think it's a starting point. We'll carefully evaluate not only after the game, but in game as well. If things need to get adjusted a little bit, we're not prisoners to what was decided beforehand. We're prepared to make adjustments. But the big thing is we just want our players not to think, not to overcook it, just go out there and play. And as I said, when you have that attitude, I think good things happen.
What kind of a player is James Hamblin, and what kind of a player was he when you got him in Bakersfield last year? And I know yesterday you said he's a player you learned to really trust down there.
Yeah, I think that's a great word. When I talk about James, I didn't know much about James until he showed up in Bakersfield, and I got to watch him and how he conducted himself on a daily basis. And I think maybe one of the more overused terms in hockey nowadays, or more in vogue terms in hockey, is the term Swiss Army knife, the guy who can do everything. But I think James does fall in that type of category. He started out on the 4th line in Bakersfield, but I found him to be a very usable player, somebody I could move up and down the lineup, play all 3 forward positions, could play on both special teams, and I think just his approach, he built trust with the coaching staff, and he built confidence with the coaching staff. And I don't necessarily think you begin with confidence. It's something you earn over time and earn through a lot of hard work. And I just saw someone that kept getting better each and every day. And I think he's put in a good summer here. And I like the line that he's centering. He's got some skill on both sides, and he's there to help those guys navigate the game today.
And just the decision to give Olivier Rodrigue the full 60 minutes tonight, just what played into that decision, maybe deciding not to split the goalies?
Well, we wanted to see, and that also is not just a unilateral decision. It's something that you discuss with managers, and you also discuss with our goaltending department. And just with Ilya working his way back from something minor, and he's put a couple days together here where he's feeling good about himself. I just think Olivier coming in to start the game tonight allows us to see him in game action. He's put in a great summer of work. He's been in Edmonton for almost a month now, and he's ready to backstop this rookie team into a good game tonight.
The players have been talking about how excited they are to get back into game action, but Jay, how excited are you and the rest of the coaching staff to kind of get your reps in here?
Yeah, very excited, Tony. We were talking about it this morning as we were preparing for our little pregame skate, and we're pinching ourselves that it's a game day today. And we've really enjoyed our time here. We felt welcome in Edmonton, and this truly is the beginning of the hockey season. And for us to be able to get back into that rhythm and get back into that mode and turn our brains on in the way they need to be activated when you play another team from another organization, I think everybody's all excited about it. And it doesn't just it's not just the players, it's the coaching staff too. Thanks, guys.